this is Stephanie, and we're just here in my kitchen today, and we're making baked broccoli. It is yummy. And so I just took 2 heads of broccoli, cut it up. I have some that are a little smaller, some that are a little bigger, and you want to keep them almost the same size. So this guy, I'm actually going to just cut him in half. All right, so you cut it up, and I always leave a little bit of the stems on there. I like to use as much of the broccoli as I can. You can even go ahead and cut up the rest of the stem and bake it as well. And so all you're going to want to do is put your broccoli in a bowl. You're going to add about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of your oil of choice. I just go ahead and where's my olive oil right here? I've got my cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. And so I'm just going to sprinkle that on. I kind of just eyeball mine. You want to go ahead and wash your veggies first, or at least rinse them. That'll help keep them moist in the oven, because you don't want to put your veggies in the oven dry. You want to make sure they are moist. And so to be able to use a little bit less oil, you can just use water. So make sure they are wet from rinsing or washing them, or you can go ahead and spray them or spritz them with some water. I'm going to add a little more oil here. And then this is something with baked veggies that you can play with. You can add whatever seasonings you like. My go-to ones, as you might know if you've been watching some of my videos, are garlic and herb, Mrs. Dash. And so you want to use maybe about a teaspoon of that, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that on. And I love garlic powder. So this is great. You could actually use garlic cloves and crush them up, or chop them up, mince them up, and go ahead and throw that in there. Or just go ahead and sprinkle on about half a teaspoon of garlic powder, depending on your taste. And then you can use, you don't have to use salt if you're wanting to go a little bit less with the salt. But you can go ahead and add regular salt, Himalayan salt. I have this seasoning salt, or Lawry's salt. And I'm just going to add maybe like a quarter of a teaspoon of your salt, or else they might come out too salty. But again, with baked vegetables, it's something you can play with. You can add whatever seasonings that you like. You're just going to go ahead and mix it up in your bowl with a spoon. Make sure it's all mixed up. And I usually grease my cookie sheet a little bit. So all I do when I grease my cookie sheet is I'll throw a little bit of olive oil on it. I'll take a piece of paper towel. I'll just spread that around. And that's how I grease my cookie sheet. And then you're just going to go ahead and layer on the broccoli. I have a very large cookie sheet here. But you basically just want to do a single layer. You don't want them stacked on top of each other. A single layer of the broccoli. And then to cook it, I have it set at 425. I'm going to cook it maybe 20 minutes max. Again, it depends on how soft or how crunchy you like your vegetables, how long you want them cooked. You can cook it at a lower temperature as well, 350. You want to do that maybe for at least 25, 30 minutes. But that is up to you of how long you want to cook your veggies, and if you want them crunchier or softer. I tend to like them a little crunchier, especially when I'm steaming my vegetables. So I'll give you a little picture of what they look like after, maybe as a little follow-up, and I hope you enjoy them.